everybody. Welcome to George Does Stuff, the absolute worst knife review channel in all of YouTube. A moniker that I would like to say I wear with pride, but it's just a fact. All right, so today, new knife day. This is a new knife for me. I have much Spydercos. I've been collecting Spydercos for over 10 years now. But confession, this is the first time I've had this model of a Spyderco. And it's a sprint run, and you'll never guess what it is. Let's get that in frame there. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue. There we go. This is me losing my voice. This is dun, 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 my first Paramilitary 3. It's also my first Paramilitary 3 lightweight. Look at that brown FRN. What could that be? Oh, that's right, folks. Ooh, look. Look, this comes with a sticker. Thank you, Spyderco. And it talks about how the box is high performance. This is, you can't get more performance out of a box than a Spyderco box. There's no doubt about that. But this is 15V. And you want to know how you know it's 15V? It has the legendary, the feared and revered Spyderco desiccant right there, because 15V is not a stainless steel and it will rust on you quickly. I don't know that for a fact. I just know it's not stainless, and almost any non-stainless knife will rust on you. Wow. Okay, first of all, I love the size. That's great. I love it. Very cool. I probably should have pulled the trigger on a Paramilitary 3 a long time ago. I'm more of a Para3 guy. I have one sitting by my side. You'll see it soon enough. And it's got the Triple B, Big Brown Bear, did the heat treat on it with in conjunction with Spyderco, or Spyderco used his heat treat, however you want to look at it. Wow, looks really good. Let's see. I am not much of a flipper guy. I'm not very, holy mother of pearl. I really like that. Wow, I have been absolutely missing out. What the hell was I thinking? I should have got this a long time ago. Oh my God, what a great knife. Yeah, I absolutely like the size. Really like, man, that just my hands are, I guess, average size hands. Unlike my other YouTube channel, my fat hands. My hands are kind of fat though. They're kind of pudgy. But yeah, this is got the compression lock, which is pretty cool. It's a little stiff, but that can probably change over time. I cannot. I don't think it's going to drop shut. I may have to break out tools in a little bit and see if I can't loosen that up. Centering kind of favors right a little bit. Not too bad. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get you zoomed in here and see if you can see what I'm talking about. Get that guy in frame there for you. Kind of, just a little tiny bit favors the right side. It's not too bad. Really do like the blade shape. Like I said, I'm a huge Para3 guy, so to have the same shape, just smaller and much more pocketable, is great. This knife I got from Blade HQ. Shout out to Blade HQ, not a sponsor. Spyderco, not a sponsor. Nobody's a freaking sponsor. Somebody sponsor me and I'll lie and tell you how great your products are. Just kidding, that's not going to happen. But anyway, yeah, I think it's $153, $154, somewhere in there. Thereabouts, and that's for the lightweight model. I believe this is currently sold out at Blade HQ. You may be able to find it at other places. I have found over time that it is not uncommon. If you look around, you may find it somewhere else. I hate to say it, but I really wish that these 15Vs were not sprint runs. I really wish that these were just common, everyday Spyderco knives. I know 15V is a very hardcore metal, and it's not easy to work with. I know that it eats up, equipment, the bands they use for sharpening and stuff like that. It's probably a bear to heat treat. Bear, get it? It's a bear to treat anyway. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's tough, but I mean, if you can make Rex 21 in everyday knife, why can't you make 15V an everyday knife? I have heard some reports from other people in the land of YouTube that say that when it comes to sharpening, this knife is actually easier than the Rex 21 and Maximet. I've heard it's less prone to microchipping than Maximet and Rex 121. I don't know. I don't own either of those other knives. They have sufficiently scared me away from Maximet. I've heard so many horror stories that it just, if you sneeze near it, it'll just snap. So I'm not going to spend my money on that. And I'm not interested in a knife that just microchips all day, every day. It's just not my idea of a good time. I like sharpening knives, but I'm not that great at it. And anyhow, so I digress. But I do. This is not my first 15V knife. I have to make that confession. And I'll show you. This is one of my Grail knives. I actually had to buy this on the secondary market. Oh, look at all that desiccant. That's a beauty. I doubled up because I knew this knife was going to be a safe queen, so more desiccant the better. But yes, in my opinion, is the big daddy of all the 15Vs, the Shaman. And holy mother of pearl, this is also my only Shaman. I really should carry this knife. I don't. But it cost me a pretty penny on the second market. And I mean, look at the freaking edge. It's not a review of this knife, although it may end up being that. But if you can see, I don't know if I'm getting a good shot of that edge, but it is just, the factory edge on that is just ridiculous. That is just insane. Anyway, again, I digress. I need to get another Shaman. I need to get the S30V version of Shaman. S30V is one of my favorite metals. It's obviously much more corrosion resistant than this. I just love this knife so much I don't want to dirty it up because I'm a horrible, horrible person, and I have knives that I want to keep forever. So generally, if I have a knife that I feel the same way I do about this one, I'll buy two of them, and then I'll have one that I'll just beat the crap out of, and then the other one will just stay wrapped up in a bed of desiccant, so it never ever goes bad. Anyway, also with 15V, it's not a bad idea to get some oil. I think I've mentioned this in other videos. I have a Japanese oil that's going to mysteriously appear here in a second. And like magic, there it is. It is this oil. I got off Amazon. Does it have a name? Kurobara oil. So Kurobara, it's got a great little applicator. I like it a lot. This stuff is relatively non-toxic. This is actually meant to be used on food prep knives. So if you have a knife that has a steel that'll rust, 1095, ZDP 189, 15V, Rex 21, D2, which is relatively semi-stainless. Any knives that have an element that may rust, it's just not a bad idea to get some of this stuff and just put it on a microfiber cloth. Easy for me to say. Just rub down the edge and you'll be fine. I actually bought these little spray applicators. It works great. It kind of keeps you from overusing it. There's just a little spray from it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it on camera. That's the kind of guy I am. You can just boop, just kind of spray it directly on the cloth. A couple sprays, that's all it takes. Then just rub it on your knife, and it'll sparkle in the sun like the sky, like the sun, and it'll make it great. And turtles and rabbits will be holding hands, and everything will be happy. Anyway, so there you go. So yeah, so now you have a nice, nice oiled up blade. looking all pretty. Well, I'm going to get rid of some of this excess for right now because, oh, well, you know what? I got fancy. Don't tell anybody. But in an attempt to make this a relatively more professional YouTube channel, I got the dims on this. And I'll probably put them up somewhere around there. So the overall length when it's open is 7 inches, 7¼ inches. The blade length is 2.95 inches. The blade thickness is 0.145. The blade material, let's all say it together, 15V. It's got a stonewash finish that just is the bee's knees. It's a plain edge, full flat grind. The handle is 4.29 inches. The handle thickness, excuse me, is 0.45 inches. Material is FRN. Color is brown. The weight is 3.4 ounces, and this is comes in a tip up carry, which is actually funny because all my Para2s came in tip down. It's got the wire clip, which I really like. And it's got a thumb hole, a compression lock, and it is made in the US of A, which is a great place. It's the country where I live, and lived here pretty much all my life. And yeah, I'll keep it. So there's only one thing left to do. Maybe get a little close up of that stonewash edge, man. It is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I hope the camera captures half as good as that looks. We're left with one duty before we end this wonderful video. It's changed everyone's lives forever. And that's that we have to maintain our paper warrior status. So this is the factory edge. I have not touched up this edge in any way. I haven't stropped it. I haven't taken it over a piece of ceramic, which I usually do. The edge on this looks bordering on mirrored, so let's see how it does. Very nice. Oh. Well, hello. Yeah, I'd say that's a sharp monkey. Yes. All right. Definitely gets the job done. It also definitely needs to break in. It is very stiff at the moment. I actually got some nano oil that I might slide on there too, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, it's stiff. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm not. I have very fidgetable knives that I keep around, and so I don't need that. There's a very good chance I'm actually going to EDC this knife because I may buy. The G10 version is not out yet, and so when the G10 version comes out, that might be the safe queen, and I might just use the snot out of this knife because it really does beg to be carried. It's just a really great size, and I've never had a Para3 before. So while we're talking about Para3s, let's do a little size comparison. This always helps me figure out how big a knife is. That is the Para2. This is the feared and revered Walmart knife. Actually, it's actually a little bit bigger than the Walmart knife, believe it or not, just a skosh. It's wider. This disappears in the pocket a little bit easier, but yeah, so you have that. You have me dropping stuff on the floor. We have the full-size Militaw. That's where it comes in with the Militaw. We have this knife, whose name I don't quite remember, but I will be reviewing this soon because I love this little knife. A little silly titanium D2 monstrosity, but it doesn't even have a clip. I love that knife. And finally, we'll bring this one back in for reference. And well, how about this? We'll do the Flissa. This is a Flissa, also a D2 knife on Amazon. I'm going to review this coming up here pretty soon. And yeah, so there you have it. That's the 15V Para3. I like it. I really like it. I really want to carry this knife. And And I recommend it. If there's one out there, go grab one. It's about 153 bucks. If you miss this drop, don't despair. They have not released the Yojimbo, which is 15V, the Para3 and G10, the standard size, and I cannot remember what the other. There's another 15V knife they're releasing, and if I remember, I'll pop it in there. So, but anyway, yeah, great, fantastic knife. I'm glad I didn't miss out on this. I was able to get this without going to the secondary market. Actually, in the secondary market right now on eBay, you can get these for the standard price of 153 bucks. So I'll try to get this video out pretty quick. This is the first week of January, so hopefully it still won't be a difficult thing to grab this. But that's it. Paramilitary 3 at 15V, sprint run, lightweight, awesome knife, love it. I'm probably going to carry it. I'm either going to carry it or never ever use it, but either way, it's not going anywhere. I love it. It's really neat. All right, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you.